Okay, this is Paul from Mentors for Military. We asked you guys for some questions that we could ask our cadre. So here we go. We're going to ask Nikki first. Nikki, what is one nurse stereotype that you fall into?
I think one of the nurse stereotypes is I tend to not take time for myself. And I think a lot of nurses work a ton and we keep working and we work for other people. You know, we're always taking care of others. And if you have a family, you're taking care of your family and you forget to take care of yourself, which is really important. And I think that can be applied to any field, really. But remember to take time for yourself, decompress when you have those hard cases or, you just coded somebody. Don't push it to the back of your brain. Take some time to decompress, take some time to talk to people, and slow down a little bit.
I like it. So this should be a pretty easy one. Nikki, did you work as a civilian nurse before joining the Navy?
I did not. And before I was an actual military nurse, I was a search and rescue corpsman. So I started my entire adult life in the Navy when I was 18. Started out as a corpsman and then transitioned to nursing, but never in the civilian sector.
Wow. Okay. This is a civilian asking, what training should he do before basic training? He currently has an EMT certification.
So I'm assuming you're asking because you're going to be continuing on in the medical field in the military. The advice I have is there is a difference being a civilian EMT versus being a military medic in the sense that you'll have a lot more autonomy as a military medic. So just start reading and start educating yourself and preparing yourself. You know how to be an EMT, but what's the next step, which is paramedic? And you might not get that certification in the military, but you will definitely have to provide as a paramedic once you're on the front line.
Awesome. Good advice. One rule you have for new nurses.
A rule I have for new nurses, is you may not always get the assignment that you want or the specialty area that you want, but I guarantee wherever you start, it's a great foundation for where you're headed to. For instance, I started out in med-surg, which most nurses would say is not where they want to start off at. But I found throughout my career that the foundation that I built in the med-surg floors definitely set me up for success when I went on to specialty areas like critical care and ER. So don't complain. You always hear, grow where you're planted. I hate that, but there is something to that. And, just learn wherever you are, try to be the best, teach others, and, move on from there and just know that you're building a great foundation.
So it sounds like even if you don't end up where you want to be, you're going to have some lifelong lessons from it.
Absolutely.
This is an interesting question from Jake Clark. New knee strengthening exercises to help long-term problems, or are those a waste of time? And he says, thanks.
It's funny that he's asking me. So either he follows me and knows about my knee problems, or you think I'm old. You think I have knee problems? No, I'm kidding. Knee strengthening exercises definitely there's something to be said for it. I started out in my career and when I was younger thinking that all of those exercises were just a waste of time. It doesn't help anything. But as I'm getting older, I'm realizing those little things that you do definitely make a difference, especially when it comes to joint health. So follow your physical therapist recommendations, your doctor's recommendations, and do the work, and it'll pay off in the long run.
Awesome. Cool. Those are our questions. Thank you, guys.